Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel and today is a very special episode for Thanksgiving and being thankful and grateful. So I know some of you on here have asked about Biscuits and how Biscuits and Zipper are doing. If you're new to my channel, welcome and thank you. If you've been here a while, thank you very, very much. I appreciate you all and I love your comments. Tracy and Ann, I know, are my two biggest commenters that ask about Biscuits and Zipper. So, I'm going to do a little video for you. We put together like a little collage of pictures from the beginning to now. And I'll just be kind of giving you Biscuits' story. Kind of, I guess. Anyway, I just thought he was that special that he needed his own little video to himself. He is a very sweet boy. We love him dearly. And it's been since July now, so it's November, so obviously. And so it's going well. It's actually going really well. And it's funny because my husband always said to me when we got Zipper, we've had him 10 years now. And he always said, we're not getting another one. And Bengals like to, if you're new here, we have a Bengal cat named Zipper. And he is a handful, and I would never change anything about it. I love that he talks to me all the time, whether he's yelling at me or being nice. That we have conversations. Like, I know it sounds weird, but we do. He can say mom. I know he says mom a lot. And he's just smart. He plays fetch. He does all kinds of stuff. And he's a lot. Like, even at 10 years old, you would think he was a kitten to most normal cats. Like, he's running and playing and whatever. So, and he's settling down a little bit, but he still has a lot of energy. And my husband was always saying, no, we're not going to get another cat. If we get another cat, it'll be another Bengal, but it won't be at the same time that we have Zipper. Zipper is special. We've given him his time. It's his time, right? We're his family. So I gave up on it. Because, we used to have 5 cats before Zipper came along, and, they passed away, and we had a couple, and then Zipper came along, and those 2 passed away, and so it's just been Zipper. So, anyway, but this one stole our hearts. We had no choice. I guess we had a choice, but anyway, Biscuits, we have our camper at a campground all summer long, and so every weekend we go to the camper and hang out, and it's only like 10 minutes away from our house. So anyway, I know, but whatever, right? It's our little getaway. So Zipper would come with us about half the time. Sometimes he would be a little moody. He's smart. He's very smart, so he knows when you're trying to trick him and get him in the car and go to the camper. But once he's at the camper, he loves it, so whatever. And he actually likes the car rides. Whatever. It's for a whole nother story. So, but Biscuits just showed up one day at the campground. We've been camping at this campground it's a long time. Like, it's got to be, well, before Zipper. And we had the other cat, so it has to be at least 13, 14 years. There's been no other cats there. I can tell you that right now. Unless they're in someone's motorhome or something. Just our cats. Like, we have brought our other cat. We had a cat named Puppy. And I know. And he would go on a leash and we'd hook him up outside and he would sit out at the campground with us. So there's been no other cats there ever that we've ever seen. And now all of a sudden, like, these cats were just showing up, and Biscuits happened to be one that just hung around and loved us. Like, stole our heart probably from day one, to be honest with you, because he was so snuggly and just quiet and didn't want to bother you, but he wanted to eat so bad. And we put cat food out for the other cat that was coming around, but he had an owner, he had a tag and stuff like that. And then Biscuits didn't. And you could kind of tell that he may have belonged to someone at the campground. I think the owner said that he belonged at the campground or belonged to someone there. They thought this family that had a lot of kids, a tiny little camper. I think they were living there. Nothing wrong with that, but I'm just saying, I think they're living there. Their conditions were different than ours. But he wandered the whole campground. And when we started feeding him and everything, he would just come back all the time. And he loved us, like laid on us and lays on us and just lays like right all up in your business. And so you'll see a few pictures of that and stuff. And he was a good boy. He did not come in the camper at all. He sat outside. He would sit in our chair. We put a blanket out in one of the chairs outside under the awning. And he would just lay in it if we weren't around or if we were inside. And if he was there, and we wouldn't bring Zipper. After he started coming around, we didn't bring Zipper because we didn't want to upset Zipper. And by then, we can usually get probably 10 visits out of Zipper for the campground. And after that, we don't want to stress him out anymore. We just leave him at home and he's fine. So after that, when Biscuits was around, we're just like, okay, we'll just we have a camper cat, right? At the campground. So, and both of us just loved going to visit him because he's so different than Zipper, and he was so appreciative and loving, and Zipper is so independent and strong, you know? So, and just smart. Zipper is super smart. So anyway, so yeah, so we just started hanging out with him, and he waited for us. Like, he'd wait under the camper if we were gone all week. My husband would go, he has to go by our campground to go to where our business is, our warehouse. So he would 3 times a day, 2 to 3 times a day, he would visit at different times, you know. He would go and visit, make sure he had food outside, water outside, stuff like that, play with them a little bit, and he was always there. He would take off sometimes and run, play, come back, hide in the bushes. He liked to hide in the bushes because he was trying to get the ducks and the geese and stuff like that. Birds, because I would feed the birds, and then he's like in the bush trying to get them. And just, he wouldn't leave us. So, and I was trying to be the strong one, people. I just want to say, I was trying to be strong. And I kept saying, well, I don't know, you know, maybe you can take him in the warehouse when it comes time that we have to close up the camper, or we can find someone for him. And I did have a guy that maybe would take him to his farm, you know. Now, Biscuits wasn't fixed. That's how he got his name. So I had his little Biscuits. And if I do say so myself, they were very cute. But, so, and that was the other thing. If he came home, we had to fix him. We didn't have, like, money was tight. It was getting tighter. We're in the car industry, and I work at a car industry type place. It's tight on both ends, and it's just, it got rough towards the end of the season. So I'm like, oh my God, now if we take him home, we gotta pay to fix him. The Humane Society, which is where it's cheaper and that we support every year, that's where we got Zipper fixed, was full for months. So I'm like, oh my Lord, have mercy. So anyway, but I believe everything happens for a reason. And I believe God brought him into our lives, and he needed us just as much as we needed him. Oh, I got to show you my ornament that I got. Anyway, side note, sorry. I digress. I need to find that. It's upstairs. So anyway, so finally Chris kept saying, you know, he let him in first. I want to point that out. He let him into the camper first before I did. And he's like, come on, little guy, come on. Come in with mom and dad. Well, you know where that's going, right? If he's already considering his mom and dad. And I thought, okay, that's fine with me. I don't care. I love any cat. So anyway, he started coming in, and he would still want out. But when it was like a rainy day, he knew that indoors was way better than being outdoors, right? So he would always be right there, and we'd let him back in. And he finally, after a while, was like, screw it, I don't really want out. And he'd go out from time to time if it was a really nice sunny day. We'd have to like beat him to the door if we wanted to keep him in, if we were going somewhere, if it was going to rain later, you know, and we didn't want him, whatever. But he did, after about 3 weeks of him being there with us, he did get sick. He got like a cold, and I was a little worried at first. And we washed our hands before we left the camper. When we got home, we did not touch Zipper at all. We came home, washed our hands, washed our face, all that before we even touched Zipper. And because I didn't quite know what it was, but I didn't have the money to take him to the vet either to find out, because we really don't have a vet. And so, he had like just a cold, a big time cold, and I knew all I needed was amoxicillin, but you have to take him to the vet to get amoxicillin, right, for your pets. So I'm like, oh, jeez. So, and I didn't even know at this point, it was like 3-4 weeks in, how much of an investment are we going to put in this cat, right? So didn't know what we were doing at that time. So I went to the pet stores and got a medicine there that was a dropper thing for nose eye issues and stuff. And his little eyes, at one point, they were like barely, like he'd fall asleep at night and he'd wake up in the morning. He would have so much crusties on his eyes. And I wouldn't let him out of the camper at that point because I thought, I don't want you to keep going outside and I don't want it to get worse. If it was a nice hot day, I didn't have a problem with it. If it was anywhere near going to be cloudy or rainy, I said, no, he's staying inside because I'm not trying to do all this work to get him better and then it's going to go worse, right? So, I ended up spending money on two bottles of this stuff where I'd put the drops on his food and he would eat it. He ate like he's never ate before in his life. And you know what's funny is when when he came to us, we thought he was big, and because he's bigger than Zipper, big melon, big cat. And now he's 13.5 pounds. So I don't know what he was then, but he's definitely bigger than he was then. And it's so funny to look at him now, to look back at old pictures while I was trying to do this video, because he's fuller, his coat is healthier, he's just a healthier, happy boy, and his eyes are never going to be as big as Zipper's. I guarantee you that. But he does get like, and he's just so stinking cute, and he's got like a smile, a permanent smile all the time, and it cracks me up. And so he's just been a lot of joy to us. So once we started with the medicine with him, it was getting a little bit better, but it was taking a little bit of time. So then I Googled like what you could get, like maybe over on the internet or something. And I found one on Amazon, and I can't remember the name of it, but if you want me to, I can link it down below. So I found another drop from them, and so I got that. Now, he was taking the other ones. He didn't care what you gave him. He ate anything. He was clearly, he thought he was never going to get food again, so he would eat. And to watch him eat, like he didn't know how to eat out of a bowl. I think he only ate maybe if someone threw stuff on the ground or on paper plates or something like that. He did not eat. It was, we felt bad for him, but we were trying to get him to learn to eat out of a bowl or something. And he would bite, like his mouth was so wide, he would open up and he'd end up biting the side of the bowls. And I'm like, oh my God, you're going to break a tooth, like eat in the middle, you know? So most of the time I would put it on a plate for him, but I was trying to train him to eat out of a bowl for like the dry foods, you know, because, oh, and this is his other thing. I know he doesn't know a lot about obviously being maybe in a real home. I don't know, but he takes his dry food, and now he really likes the dry food. But he gets picky now. Yeah, spoiled brat. But anyway, he'll take that dry food and he flings it like it's a live animal and flings it and then eats it. I'm like, really? So now I got food everywhere, boy. But anyway, whatever. He's happy. We're happy. So, and he's doing better now. Now he can eat out of a bowl, his dry food, but he flings it from time to time. And literally flings it in the air. And he does, a lot of times if it's mushy food, I will give it to him on a plate so he can eat it better, and I want him to eat healthy. So yeah, so I didn't know, I thought I was going to show you pictures in between some of this, but obviously I'm just talking. Cheers. So then I got that new medicine for him, and it said, you know, it can take a week. The other medicine too, from, I think it was from Petco or something like that, and they said, you know, it can take 7 to 10 days and stuff. And I know from having cats, I've had cats all my life, if they have a cold and their nose gets plugged for too long and they have to breathe through their mouth, that's not good, and it cannot happen for very long, right? So I would freak out. Like, I would be so stressed. It'd be in the middle of the night. He'd be sleeping with us. He'd be like all up on me, sleeping. And his little mouth would be open a little bit. I'm like, oh my God. and I couldn't sleep. So I couldn't sleep because I was watching him because he was making noises, and I didn't want him to be breathing through his mouth for very long, and I don't know how long it's supposed to be. It's a day or two, and then it's bad. It freaked me out. Every morning when he woke up, he'd have the snotzies. He'd sneeze and sneeze and sneeze, but he'd be getting stuff out. So I'm trying to wipe his nose. He is a good boy. He'd let me do it. He didn't care. A zipper would probably kill me, but but then I got the new medicine, and about a week into it, definite improvement. Definite. I think the other stuff was working. It was just slower paced, you know. And I do know that cats will get colds. I Googled it all. They do get colds. A lot of times it takes about 3 weeks and it'll go away. So I don't even know if this stuff helped or not. I like to think it did help. But about a week later, definite improvement after 3 days. And my husband I'd be at work and he'd be going to work and he'd stop by and check on him. He'd send me pictures every day. And because I really wouldn't see Biscuits during the week, unless maybe on a Thursday I might hop over and see how he's doing and then come home. But I'd see him on the weekends, obviously. So Chris was he is a great cat dad. And so he would check on him, send me pictures. I'm like, how's he doing? Is he eating his food? Make sure you give him his medicine, because you had to give it to him like 3 times a day. I'm like, make sure you put it in the food. You got to give it to him and he did a great job. He did everything I asked him to do. And he'd take pictures and send them to me. He's like, his eyes look better today. And so we just kept track of his eyes. He's like, he's not sneezing as much now. And I'm like, oh, thank God. And I'd pray that he'd get better, so I didn't have to take him to a vet to spend money that we didn't have on a cat we didn't even know if we're keeping. And even though everyone around us knew we were going to keep it, and I think secretly we knew, and you know, in the beginning I kept saying that, no, you know, we can't keep him. You've burned it in my head for 10 years. We can't have another cat, right, until Zipper is gone. And then all of a sudden Chris is like, well, poor little guy, and what are we going to do with him? And we'd have that serious discussion every once in a while, and then it'd be cut short. Like, he didn't want to admit that we're going to keep him, but he didn't want to let him go either. So I said, do you want him at the warehouse? I mean, a warehouse is a great place for a cat, right? And he's like, well, I don't know. It'll get cold in the winter and all this. And I'm like, okay. So then after a while, I just made the decision. And I said, it was getting close. Our last day at the campground is Halloween. And it was like 3 weeks before. And I said, okay, well, you know what? I need to call around. We need to get a vet to get him snipped before we take him home. And he's like, what? I go, you heard me and you knew we were going to do this. So we just got to work on it. So, that didn't go as planned as well as I thought it was going to, because apparently everyone in our area, or whatever, I'm not going to bash them, but first of all, they're super expensive. And you know, it depends on the area you're in. And second of all, you have to have, most of them wanted them to have their shots and stuff before you brought them into their place. And I'm like, well, where the hell do I get those then if I can't take him to a vet, you know? And then, which I didn't want to do. He's not going to go outside ever again. I didn't want any of that. I didn't want to spend the extras. I just wanted him fixed, and I want to bring him home, right? Well, finally we ended up calling our vet that we used to use years ago when we lived about 40 minutes away. It's about 40 minutes away. And we used to use them with all our other boys. And we've only had boy cats, maybe 1 mama cat is what we had. 2 mama cats. So we went to, I called them. They were my last resort. And they said, oh yeah, we need to do an examination on him. But you need to put a deposit down of like $55. The examination is $55, so that will credit it back once you bring him in to get him fixed. Because so many people are booking until they can find a spot, and then whoever comes up first, they don't even cancel, or, you know, it's rude. And I get it. I get the whole deposit and stuff. I said, okay, I don't have a problem with that. So then we took him in, and Chris and I both agree, we're like, we're not doing anything extra to him, right? He's healthy. He's a very healthy little boy. Big boy. We're just going to bring him in. I figured he was about 3 years old. So anyway, so we take him in. We ended up with the same doctor. There's, I think, 3 or 4 doctors in this vet. We ended up with the same doctor that and I couldn't remember his name. So, that we had when we had our last 2 cats that have passed away, and he was remarkable with them. He's so nice. And they're so nice there and so comforting. So anyway, so we got him. He's checking him out, and he's like, okay, I'm going to ask you. It's up to you. He goes, do you want to do the feline leukemia test or whatever? I already knew. My heart says he was perfectly fine because he is like super playful and healthy, right? And large or thick. He's very muscular. Probably from running on the campground all the time. But so I said, Chris and I said no to begin with when we went in there, right before we got in there. Now he looks at me. I said, well, how much is it going to cost? But I already knew he didn't have it as far as the leukemia. I think it checked for a few other things too, because a long time ago they taught me how to kind of check. Obviously, it's not 100%, but if you pull down the eyes of a cat or the inside of their gums, if they're white, that's not good. But if they're pink, then they're good. Biscuits has the pinkest nose, pinkest lips, it's like just all pink. I'm like, he's fine. And I've checked his eyes. But I thought, okay, I'm just going to do it. It was like $50, and I'm like, fine, we can handle that. So, and he's like, well, if you got him around your other cat, you know, it could be bad, and it's probably too late now if he did have something. And I'm thinking, I'm not shaming myself because there's a reason for everything, and I wouldn't believe God would bring Biscuits into our lives to ruin, if he was sick, to ruin everything and to ruin Zipper. You know what I mean? I was not worried about it, but we did the test. And so the funniest part was, sorry, I'm thirsty, is that we had this carrier, and it was probably from one of our other cats, okay? And Zipper's carrier, I don't even know where the hell it went to. I think Chris had it in one of the other cars, and we didn't have it home with us. So I'm like, fine, whatever. I'll stick him in this carrier, right? My other cats were Himalayan. They're ragdoll, so they're like a Himalayan Siamese mix. They were big cats, but they're a lot of fur. Biscuits is a lot of muscle, not a lot of fur. So they would get in those carriers just fine, right? So I'm like, he'll go in. So we get him in it. It took us a while to get him in there. He was not happy. I will tell you, this boy is like a toddler. He throws tantrums, and it cracks me up. So anyway, so we get him there. We drive. I think I got some video of this stuff. And we get him there, and we take him out, and he was like, he was not happy, but he was not mean. But he's not mean anyway, but if I kiss on him too much or love on him too much or something, he'll take his back feet and he'll kick the hell out of me. And just so you can, oh, you can't see them now. They're healing now, like healing big time. But they were really bad looking, and right before Halloween. So he is just so stinking cute, and he's the assistant, whatever. She's holding him up so the doctor could feel him. And she's holding him up, and he's looking at her in the face. And I thought, oh God, I know that look. He's going to smack her. And he doesn't hurt you, but he'll smack you with his big ass paw and just smack you. Or bite your nose, like nibble on it. And so he's just looking at her, and I thought, oh, he's going to smack her. Please don't have her get smacked. But he didn't. She finally put him down, and he was okay. Another funny moment was they went out to do the test, but it was going to be like 30, 40 minutes. They had to warm up the machine. We didn't expect to do the test. So to do all that, they had to warm it up. It was going to take a while. And I had to get back because we had to get to work and stuff. So I just said, they said they'd call us with the test results. And they set up our time for Biscuits to get snip, which was another 2 weeks out. So the boy was in the house for like 2.5 weeks before he got his little snip. So, but anyway, but I will tell you, he has never sprayed. Never. I was so proud of him. So anyway, but as we're trying to get him back in, so the girl tried to put him back in the carrier, and she goes, and she couldn't. He would not go in. And she goes, so, okay, well, I'm just going to leave him with you guys, and if you want to put him in the carrier, we'll meet you out front. Chris and I are looking at each other like, are you kidding me right now? So anyway, so we're trying to get him in. You cannot get him in. He's got his hands like this. Then all of a sudden I push his hands together and push his big head in the thing, and his feet come out, and I'm like, I'm sweating. I'm getting upset. And it was just a hard plastic carrier, so you couldn't open it from the top. There was only one way in and one way out, right? And then we started laughing, and we were laughing so hard, and I said, you know what? Fuck it. Go, we are going to open the door and ask them, you know, I get it. You don't want cats out with dogs that may not commingle when you're trying to walk through the lobby, right? But there was no one in there, and they still do the thing where you have to call to check in from outside, and then you come in, and it's kind of like 1 or 2 Z's at a time. So I had a feeling no one was out there. So I opened the door, and I said, hey, we can't get him back in here. So can we just carry him through the lobby and out to the car? And I go, because we're having a situation in here. All 3 of the ladies busted out laughing, and they're like, no, it's fine. You're fine. Just bring him through. It's fine. I'm like, okay, great. So I carried him. Oh no, I had Chris carry him. So Chris carried him out. I carried the carrier, opened the door. He got in the car, and we just let him ride in the car the way it was. And that's how I brought him back from the camper anyway. And he was fine. He sat in the back seat with me. He a couple times wanted to get in the front seat with Chris, and I said no. We just sat in the back seat together. He laid on like half my lap, half on the seat. And he was a good boy the whole way home. So, but it was just so funny. I'm like, there's no way we're getting him back in there. So anyway, I'm going to stop here. I'm going to show you some photos. So it'll be a lot of photos more than video, but some photos of him kind of before and getting into it, some of the video up into the vet, and then I'll come back on so that way you guys are not tired of me talking nonstop, and I can refresh my drink here in a minute, okay? What are you doing? Don't even dare dip me. Oh, so cute. Oh, so cute. What's this? Ah, no, 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 no. Aww. Yeah, kick the shit out of it. You're so intense. You like your toy? You like it? Why do you always stop playing when we're on camera? It's okay. Great, play with everything else. He likes his pipe cleaners. Likes this new toy. Look at that face. Wow, boy. Likes to move my carpet because it's so much fun to put your little hand under there. Doesn't it? Little shit anyway. But he's so much fun. I think he's gonna get my leg. I don't want. No, no! Ow! Okay, got my leg. It's fine. Because he doesn't use his nails. And if you see this, ignore this because he went outside yesterday and I think it's grease, so I gotta get some Dawn dish soap. I got most of it out, but he went under someone's camper and came back with his black spot on him. Little shit. Wait. Eat your food. And we're gonna go outside. Yes, he will have to get fixed eventually. Where's Dad going, huh? Alright, well you watch him. The end of fall, and it is, I think it's already the first day of fall, or second day of fall. It is beautiful out at the camper. It has, well, we got Mr. over here. We have that one putting stuff away. He's got his own chair, even though it's supposed to be that chair, but he took over this chair, which is Dad's chair.
Is this my chair?
Yeah, and I brought his toy out.
My chair.
Because he wanted to play with the plant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's batty.
Boy. It's not a bat, it's a butterfly.
Halloween, it's bad.
It is. I do have my fall decor out now. Yay.
Go.
What do you got? What are you doing? Really?
It's like a fucking 1-year-old.
It's a toddler. It's just big. He's the size of a 1-year-old. Don't fall off there. Don't. Don't eat the camera. No. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. You're so cute. What are you doing?
He's trying to grab his paw.
Oh, there's his little bow.
From the other.
Bow tie. From through it.
Yeah. Head for with you. So.
Look at this carpet. Young man.
What's under there?
Young man.
Get it.
I'm gonna put your bow tie on you. Your little bow tie. Look at it. Your little bow tie. Nothing? Are you getting tired now?
Oh, I'm getting tired. Yeah.
Little shit. Can we straighten out the carpet? Let go of it. What are you doing? Ow, 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 ow. No, 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 no. 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 Okay, be nice. Yeah. Get your head. Just be nice. I don't know what you're talking about when he bites into you and... I mean, his teeth are getting sharper. he's gonna get. I wouldn't move, Dad. I would not move. Oh, he's gonna get you. He's gonna get you. He's going back to the cup. Oh, you spilled that bowl of water. You little ass. Get your butt out of it. You're sitting on the plate.
You don't care.
Get your ass out of the plate. Really? Well, guess you'll enjoy cleaning yourself later.
Tastes like food. Can't believe my leg tastes like food.
Yeah, eat that little morsel there. There you go. Get a little snacky snack. Look at him, you guys. I put a little bow tie on him. Isn't he cute? Yeah, say hi. Oh, I'm tired. He doesn't talk. He asks Zipper to talk, and he talks all the time, which I love. This one doesn't barely say meow. Maybe once a day I hear a little tiny meow like a kitten. So, yeah. I had to take the bell off it because he didn't like the bell. But so far, the bow tie is not a problem. But if I let him outside, I'll probably take it back off. It's so cute. He doesn't know his name, though. Which, can't blame him. Just chilling. He's watching the leaves fall outside. Got tired of watching the leaves. Oh, he can't. He's so nosy. He'll fit right in our family, you know. Because we are nosy people. Zipper and I. Cute. Oh, I see now the dog left, but our neighbor campers out there have a golden retriever. Which I swear, this cat is like a golden retriever in a cat form. So gentle, so chill, so just relaxed, likes to have fun and play. He plays and plays and plays. So, trying to take a little photo, but
Get your claw out of my phone. Don't knock this shit up.
we were trying to take a little photo, but he was not having it. Oh, how cute. Oh.
You're too fucking hard on my legs. And I mean,
Biscuits.
He bites holes in it.
Biscuits. Stop. Come here.
No, it's my turn to bite you.
Yeah, how
That
do you
don't
like
feel
it?
very good, does it?
How do you like it?
Didn't feel very good.
That's not nice.
Yeah.
Although Zipper bites all the time, but he usually
Not-
bites me. He's been better. Oh. I thought he was going to come after your legs again, but he thought you had food.
This. All right, let's go.
What? Oh, wait. Hold on. Look at him. There's noises out there. Wait, get Dad. Oh, he thinks he's going to go outside. He's so cute with this little collar on. Oh, I love it. Did you knock it down?
Almost.
I got my camera and stuff too.
We're so proclaim. Oh.
You're kicking me.
We bring the hot.
Try to stay as straight as possible.
That's what the problem is, though. Once you start making weird turns here and there, you don't stay that straight not on purpose, but it's just like.
So weird. So weird. So I'm gonna just be filming with.
So when you hold my hand, do you wanna hold my heart? When you say you want me, she likes seeing herself in the screen. So when you hold my hand.
Look at this little guy. Happy as can be. Hanging out. Look at his face. He's so serious looking. Aren't you? Look. Healthy and happy. Hanging out on the bed. We're going to go shopping. We're going to hang out in the camper. And he's gonna go right back to sleep. What are you two doing over here?
Well, we're just scratching Nicky.
No, he wants out, but it's raining and blowy and windy and cold.
It's alright.
Yeah, it's okay. Maybe tomorrow you can go out, okay? Look at his tail go. It's like irritated as hell.
I'm not irritated.
And now we got to do the who can get out the door first. And then the second
Yeah.
one has to jump off the stairs
You can get out first.
before he gets out of the camper. Oh, that's so cute.
What are you looking at?
No.
Okay. You want
Yeah.
to ride with us?
Oh, we do
Sure.
need to practice in the vehicle.
I don't want big balls riding around with us.
He will be, well, you made a good point. He got here some, oh yeah. That little, he's busy, Dad. He's watching outside and we won't let him out, so he's mad now. Stop.
He's out there. He's out there.
Oh, that's a, should take a picture of that. Look at this little shit. I put pop bottles in a bag, and there's a 2-liter in there. Don't rip the bag. Yeah, you heard me. Are you having fun? A little bit. I don't know what you did to your nose. Or you did it yourself. Just a crunch in it. Oh, where are you going with it? No. You can't have them all.
Yeah, I'm gonna tie them off. Like, strap.
Okay, we made it home with him. Hold on. He actually rode on the back of my neck the whole way here. So we'll see how this introduction goes. And he only meowed once. Well, he's doing okay. He's walked around the whole house, checked everything out. We haven't let him downstairs yet. He is like a tank, and he thinks he's a kitten. And again, he's exploring everything. Zipper is not happy. He's stressed. Right now, he's up in our bedroom, and he's just chilling right now. They did see each other. They sniffed each other's noses. There's been no growling, no hissing, anything like that. And so, but he's just, Zipper gets freaked out pretty easily about things. Like even if, like someone rings the doorbell and he'll go running. So, we're just letting him be in our bedroom right now. I had it open. I kind of shut the door for right now so he can just relax a little bit. He does this sometimes when I would try to take him to the camper too and get stressed out and go upstairs, and then after a while, he'll come back down. Now, obviously, Biscuits is like twice his size, so I don't know if that's what's bothering him or what, but they walked around down here in the living room for a while, checking each other out a little bit from afar and stuff, and then Zipper just decided to go upstairs. So he's got food and his cat litter and everything up there. In a little bit, I'm going to go up and I just went and got him his favorite food. So I'm going to go up and take that to him and check on him, but I'm just letting this one he keeps wanting to go upstairs because I know he knows he's up there. So he's been in every other room and we just got Zipper closed off. But I don't want to keep doing that because this is Zipper's house first. So just trying to let him look around, and now he's starting to play and get into stuff. So we'll see. But he's already used the litter box. He has no problem with the litter box. He is such a good boy. So we'll see. I'll keep you updated. He's feeling frisky. Uh-oh. He's in Zipper's chair because I got the window open for him. Zipper's still upstairs, but he's eating and he's okay, and I'll give him a little bit and then he'll probably end up coming down. It might be an hour or two, but he'll come down. Pretty sure Biscuits wants to play with him because he keeps meowing, and this cat hardly ever meows. So, but he's doing good. He's doing just fine. Pretty happy boy. Well, he looks pretty happy. Look at him hanging there. This is day 2. Zipper we have kind of off to the side downstairs, but he's pretty happy downstairs. And now I'm going to switch him around where Biscuits is going to go in a secluded room for a little bit, and then Zipper can have the run of the house again. And then we're going to try where you do like eating on each side of the door, like Jackson Galaxy always suggests. So we'll see. Look at him. Okay, so we're going to take Biscuits to go get his checkup. It's not the official day of getting him neutered, but it's his checkup that he has to have first. And we'll go see how that goes. I'm sure it'll be fine. He's not very happy, but he's being a pretty good boy in here. Yeah, poor little guy. And I'm sure the cage is a little too small for him, but that's what I got. We're done with the vet for right now. They said he has a heart murmur, but we're not going to be really too concerned about that for right now. Set up his appointment to get snip, and we didn't put him back in his cage to carry him home in the car because we couldn't get him in. So now it's just right in the back seat with me, hair everywhere. Yeah, so we got him set up. We did get one test for him, you know, the feline test, so they'll call us with the result. There's cat hair everywhere. And that's it. We're gonna get him home, give him some little snuggles and food, and then I gotta get back to work. And we have him set up for November for his snip day. Okay, wanna say anything? Wanna complain? You okay? Yeah. I know you. You're so cute. Yeah. Okay, you guys, so this is like, what day are we on? We brought Biscuits home Sunday. It is now, if I have chocolate in my face, I'm sorry. I was making pudding. Thursday. It's coming along. Zipper is not happy. Biscuits is perfectly fine and oblivious and doesn't care and just wants to play with Zipper. Zipper is normally kind of skittish anyway, so working on that, but so we've been keeping him in the basement, Biscuits in our bedroom, and then during different times, Biscuits will come out and have free roam of the house. Then he goes back in, and then Zipper can have free roam of the house. They have seen each other. That's about it. But this way they get to smell each other's scents and stuff like that. So tonight I decided just for a little bit. Oh, here comes Biscuits right now. What did you get into? What is on your face? Oh my gosh. He's got cobwebs on his face. He was out in the basement. Hold on. Look at me. Look at me. Get the cobweb off. Oh, there's so much going on down there, Mom, that I have to go back. All right. I don't know where this stopped at, so I have no idea. But anyway, so we may have cut out some stuff here. But Biscuits just came up from the basement because I opened the door to let them bond. I may be repeating myself. I'm not sure here. Just to see how it would go. And Zipper came up. He was sitting on the couch downstairs. He was sleeping. Biscuits went down. Biscuits wandered around and was looking at everything, but he never even bothered Zipper. There's too much to look at down there, really. And Zipper sat there and waited and waited. He looked a little stressed, but he was just watching. Like, his neck was really long, and he was just watching him. And then he came up the stairs. I said, come on, you can come upstairs. So he came upstairs while Biscuit stayed down there and ate his dinner, and he's wandered around up here, and he's not running upstairs, but I did shut both the bedroom doors so he can't run under the beds and hide, because we don't want that either. He's got a safe place, and I'm here. So, but he is being a good boy. and he's just sitting calmly on this chair. He's watching from afar, but he's blinking. He's not shaking. First day he shook a little bit, but now he's better. He's getting there. So that makes this mama very happy. So that's a big step for him, not to book it upstairs. So he's just watching from afar. Biscuits isn't bothering him. He's really focused on too many other things in this house instead. So I do know, like, if Zipper goes to run, that's when Biscuits gets excited because he thinks we're playing, you know, so that's the only problem. But he hasn't ran. Zipper walks so slow and so quietly, and he got up in the chair. I didn't even know where he went. I'm like, where are you? I'm looking for you. So anyway, fingers crossed, we're moving in the right direction. He doesn't even know that Zipper's in the same room with him over there. And this way they can watch each other, and they're okay right now. One is loving the empty bathtub, our spare bathtub here, and he's likes to play with the ping pong. This is where Zipper sometimes plays. I'll run bath water for him and he'll play in here. But he's having a good old time. What are you doing, huh? Get that toy. Get the ball. Get it. Silly boy. Silly. You're so cute. Pretty good at ping pong. Do you get his feet? Do you get underneath there? Yeah, oh yeah, there it is. If you guys are wondering how he's doing, look at him. Zipper's downstairs right now, hanging out. We're still trying to keep them away from each other a little bit until this one gets snipped. So he's a happy boy. He's a good boy, I will say. He's so cute. But he loves this window so he can watch outside and feel, and I will say he hasn't tried to get out or anything. Biscuits, what are you doing? You're a good boy. I know. Yeah. Oh, been sleeping, doing nothing. This little cutie patootie is exhausted, and I'm trying to find where Biscuits went to. I was getting ready to make the bed, and I couldn't find him on the bed. But then, yes, I do have my tree up in my room. It's always up in my room all year long. And look what I found under there. Him sweeping. Yeah, he made his room. He's knocked off ornaments, pushed the books aside that are normally under the tree, pushed the little stuffed animal down. He's smushed it and everything else, and now I gotta take time to fluff it all back up for Christmas. But this tree is in our room all year long. It's like a little winter wonderland up here, and he is enjoying it. How cute. Okay, so today is snip day, and we got on this carrier instead, which fits his body size a little better, and it's soft. So I feel that pets really like the soft ones better because they can see on all angles. So they have like this side and the front side and the other side, so they can see out every area of it. And this is airline approved, if you're wondering. Not that we're taking him anywhere, but he did good. I did spray the calming spray in there. He was playing this morning. We couldn't feed him after midnight, just like a gremlin. And so Zipper wanted his food, so I had to give Zipper his food on the side, sneak it in. And he was hungry, but I'm like, I can't feed you, buddy. But he could have water. So we just picked what he was playing. We picked him up. Dad picked him up, put him in, and I zipped him in. And it does have this opening. It's got this opening. And it must be this opening is the other opening. It had 3 openings. I can't imagine doing this opening. But he's good. He's not meowing. He's not crying. Biscuits. Look at Mama. I don't know if he'll ever know his name, but anyway. Yeah, we're doing good. We're on the way to the vet. Oh, see, he's laying down. He's good. And it's got like a little carpet pad in there. So Sorry, we're driving, so it's a little bumpy. So he's happy camper for right now. Okay, look, getting close. Biscuits just got back yesterday from the snip vet, and they're being good. They have not argued. Zipper has not hissed or anything. He's just been watching them, follow him around, and Zipper's been playing as normal again, even more than normal. And Biscuits has just been relaxing. We wanted him to relax last night, and he was watching out the window this morning. So they're doing good together, and I'm plugged in here, so yeah, doing good. Zipper even climbed the cat tree and sniffed Biscuit's tail, and no one got hurt, so it was good. What are you doing, boys? Okay, so a little over 2 weeks, probably 2.5 weeks. Zipper has been fixed, or Zipper has been fixed. Biscuits has been fixed. They were just chasing each other through the bedrooms and everything. I'm out of breath because I just went downstairs to get my phone. But anyway, it's getting better, you guys. Look at him. Look at that face. Look at that face. And he knows he wants to play. And he's sniffing because I just gave him treats. And that's where Biscuits was eating the treats. But overall, I'm pretty happy. My husband and I spent the night at a bed and breakfast last night. Left him alone for the first time. We came home and nothing was broken, nothing was trashed. And they both were upstairs somewhere and both came down at the same time. So, even though Zipper will smack at him. Now, Zipper was chasing him earlier. So, Zipper will smack at him. There's been very minimal hissing and growling now on Zipper's part. Biscuits doesn't do that. Zipper has made it a point to show him that he's in charge. It's his house. And they're okay. They're okay. This one wants to play all the time. So, it's been okay. And if he hisses too much at him, then Biscuits will stop and like back off. So yeah, we're doing good. Not bad. Not bad. We're in the craft room right now. We're cleaning upstairs, putting laundry away. He's hot because he's been running around like a little maniac. Oh, Zipper's on the move. All right, just want to give you that little update. Okay, it's been a little while later. I'm like, where are they? I'm finishing up and getting ready to go downstairs in the craft room because it's sunny in here. And there's that one. And there's that one. Don't mind the mess because it's actually pretty good. So it's good. It's going to get laying in the sun. And they're excited because Mom was up here. So they're staying, hanging out. All right, just wanted to show you that little tidbit. I mean, they're doing good. They do chase each other and stuff, but no blood has been lost. A little bit of fur the first couple days, but that was it. So, I'll show you. He's just basking in the sun, looking at his brother down there. So, not bad, right? I'm pretty happy with it. Pretty happy. Someone's tired. Leo. So cute. Don't. Sorry, my chain's in the way. You done? Come here. Done? Gonna go attack your brother? It's more fun? Okay. Oh, maybe not. Oh, don't knock over the thing. Oh, you're tired. Played with him too much and now you're tired. Look at your face. It's you. Your big feet. Come here, Zippy. Oh, look at that face. All right, I got stuff to do. Okay, no, let's not say we did. You waiting for your brother around the corner? And Chase, go, get down, go. One of his favorite spots, so it's kind of like he still gets to go outside, but he doesn't. And then I let him in the garage with the door closed, obviously, and the other window. So really, he has not tried to get out at all. Knock on wood. He's been very good. Because there's just so much to do. So many places to run. A brother to hang with. Gotta sniff the air. Yeah. Alright, I got stuff to do for right now. So I wanted to show you guys. So Zipper is eating great. And when we first got Biscuits here, of course, why does he gotta stop? Because I'm talking. He really didn't talk for like 4 days, Zipper didn't. And you all know he's very talkative. Now he's back to yelling and screaming at me and telling me what to do and fighting with me and everything else. So we're back to normal. He's back to normal. He will play. He's been playing more actually than he used to. I don't know. Hold on. Look at him eat. Isn't he cute when he eats? If these have anything to do with it, and I wanted to show you guys this. I got, if you like cats and you follow cats, you know who Jackson Galaxy is. And this stuff, I will say I tried calming sprays, are okay. I tried different things for the guys so they would settle down a little bit. But anytime you use a drop or a treat from in like Petco or whatever, they would fall for it once and after that they wouldn't. So like I got a whole drawer full of stuff now. But this must not have any taste or something because I just put it in his food and he just gobbled it down. And Zipper is smart. He is really smart. So he didn't notice it. So I put it in his. You can actually, this is one you can actually put on their paws or put on them if they need to lick it off them if you can't get them to eat it, you know. But I just put a little bit of their food down, put it in there, and then cover it with the food and let them eat it, and then I'll give them the rest of the can. So there's nothing in it, just a few drops a day. And Biscuits, if he would just settle down and stop playing, I could get it to him. So that's like about half the time. But, so I don't know if this is also helping Zipper with, because he's always been a little anxious. I guess I have to say, like when we take him to the camper, stuff like that, you know, a little anxious, and then he's fine. So, I don't know. I'm pretty happy with these drops. He keeps taking them. Like, I thought if I have to, I gotta remember I can put them on him, and then he can just lick it. But so far, so good. I mean, he's doing really good with them, and he's taking them, and I don't know if that's helping the whole situation. I swear to God, it gives Biscuits more energy, and then he takes off running and playing and everything else. I don't think it affects him. Or maybe because he's so bigger, I need to give him a little bit more. I probably should do that. But it doesn't make them sleepy. So they're not groggy. They're not drugged. It just takes down their anxiety. And their, what do you call it? Like, I think he put it on here. Because I thought about that for, I don't know. It says promotes emotional healing, appropriate for PTSD, animals, proven results. It goes for cats or dogs, you guys. So I've shared it with like 2 of my friends because they have dogs that could use something like that. So anyway, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know. It could be a combination of both. They're getting better together, and also that could be helping Zipper where he's playing like he's a kitten again. I don't know. Maybe he thinks I'm going to get rid of him, and so that's why he's trying to be the best cat ever. I don't know. But anyway, so I just wanted to share that little tidbit with you. It's up to you if you want to try and use them or not. You can get them on his website, Jackson Galaxy's website, or you can just go to Amazon. That's where I got them. It did take me about a week to get them, so I don't know, you know, opposed to 2 days or 1 day from Amazon. But they're about the same price, or maybe $1 difference. I don't know. But anyway, we got them the same day that Biscuits came back from the vet in a snip. So I've been using them every day with them. So that could help also. Plus Zipper doesn't have, or Zipper, 10 years with the cat. Biscuits doesn't have the testosterone type thing going on right now. Obviously, Snip, snip. So that could be it too. And I don't know where Biscuits is at the moment. He was downstairs in the basement playing. I have the garage open for him, but I don't know. But now we got... Oh, where are you going? Up here? I don't know where your brother is. But you're like, that's okay. I need a break. I swear, sometimes it is like a horror movie. Like, you don't know where he's at because he's so quiet. For such a big cat, he's very quiet. And you're like, where is he? And all of a sudden, he's just there. He's either clung to your feet, clung to you, chasing something, grabbing your ankles, having a good time. And I swear, we enjoy every minute of it. He's so cute. He looks like he's got pajamas on, if I haven't told you guys that already. Okay, I just want to give you that little update. Yeah, so anyway, he's so cute. And they're starting to get along. So that makes me happy. Guys, look it. They're both in the window together. Mama is happy. Look at them. How cute. You playing? He loves that little scratching post thing there. They love using it, but I think he just likes laying on it. What'd you do with your ball? Arms. Meow. Hey, cute little butt. Where'd it go? There we go. We found it. In the meantime, this one, Tippy, is watching him. After he just took a shower. You're so damn cute. And so are you. Yeah. Gotta play with everything. Oh. Got the noisy ball again. Alright. Just had to show him having some fun. Alright, so I left off at the vet. Okay. So then, so at that point, so then we could set up the appointment and the test came back negative. Everything was fine, which I knew they would be. And so then we're just slowly trying to get them to acclimate together. And I just watched a lot of videos. We used to watch My Cat from Hell all the time. So I kind of knew the whole Jackson Galaxy thing and all that stuff. So, and I've had plenty of cats before. I will say the only difference is this, is that first of all, one, Zipper is a Bengal. If you know, you know. Number two, Zipper is 10. Biscuits is 3, just so you know. I was right on the age. The doctor said, yeah, he's about 3 years old. So I was so proud of myself as being a good cat mom and knowing that. And so that's a good gap right there. And so that was the biggest differences. So, and Zipper's kind of settled down. He plays, you know, and stuff like that. But, and Chris and I did talk about it. We thought, you know what, this could be good for him. This could be good because otherwise he's bored if we're not here during the day and, you know, or whatever. Sometimes we're busy. We're busy people and feel like you can't always give him what he needs. And this way he's not totally bored. And cats need stimulation, you know? So, especially Bengals. So, anyway. So I brought him, well, after he had already been home, but we were keeping Biscuits in our bedroom. We have it's our master bedroom with this bathroom and stuff. So we would I put a litter box in there, which is a whole nother story. But anyway, a litter box in there. And there's already cat food, dry cat food and water in there anyway for Zipper. Zipper has food on every floor. We have 3 floors to our home. And so, it's on every floor. He has 2 cat litter boxes to begin with. One downstairs and one on this level here in the laundry room. But now because we have a second cat, we put a 3rd cat litter box in. So we put that upstairs in our bathroom for the time being. It was not going to stay there. So anyway, so it was fine. Like, Biscuits would stay up in his room, and he was used to being in a camper, so being in our room was probably way better for him, you know what I mean? And he would be fine, but he wanted out. You could tell he wanted out of the room, you know, and so you'd come in and he's like, meow, meow, and I will say he's talking more now. He didn't barely talk at all in the beginning, and he has changed so much. And so he's more talkative, he's more expressive, and it's cute. And it's cute when he has his little tantrums too. But so he stayed in the room upstairs. Zipper would be downstairs in the basement a lot of times. If we had to, so like the kitchen living room area was the neutral ground. So this, and don't get me wrong, downstairs is perfectly fine. Zipper's got the basement part. He's got couches. He's got his cat tree. There's a cat tree on every floor in this. I have like 6 cat trees. And so he's got, it's like an apartment down there. He's got a bathroom. He plays in the bathtub. His cat litters down there. He's got food, snacks, everything. And so, and a lot of times Chris will, so we were tag teaming. So I would sleep in the bedroom with Biscuits, so he wasn't alone at night. And Chris would sleep downstairs with Zipper, so he wasn't alone at night. So we are just such good parents to our children, to our cats. So anyway, but we didn't want them to be alone, you know, it's not fair. So so like sometimes like during the day I would leave the downstairs door open so Zipper could come up and have roam of the whole house, do whatever he wanted. I'd come home at lunch, hang with him. He kind of tiptoed around, knew there was a cat somewhere, like where the hell is it at, you know? And then there would be times I would come home, I'd take him, put him downstairs, and then I'd let Biscuits, because Biscuits after a while started crying upstairs, and it was so sad sounding. He was like, meow, like, let me out. So then I'd open the door, I'd feed him up there first, usually, to calm him down a little bit, and then let him out, and then he'd come down, and he'd play, and run, and sit in the window, and he loved sitting in the window. So, that, I will say, it took us about 2 weeks of doing that back and forth. And then after a while, I'm like, screw it. So I can't, if you watched a video like, I don't know, 2-3 weeks ago, not even, a week ago, it shows the disaster my house was because I was just trying to keep them happy. So after I finally decided, I said, okay, it's time. We're just going to let them, they knew of each other. They would pass by each other once in a while, or Zipper would come upstairs. Zipper was quiet for like a week. That boy has never been quiet. But he knew that there was something here, you know? And so he would go up to our bedroom door and like sit by the bedroom door, and Biscuits would be on the outside, and Biscuits just wants to play. And so he's trying to play, and Zipper would like hiss and whatever. So finally, we just said, you know what, while we're here on the weekend, we were done with camper and everything, you know, obviously, so we could be here now. So when it hit, sometimes during the week when I got home, I would let them both out, and we're just going to play it out and see how it goes, because I was here to save anyone, you know. And then on the weekends, and I didn't really want to go anywhere because I just wanted to be here there with them to watch them. But they did okay. I mean, Zipper would hiss. He'd growl and hiss a lot in the beginning and hide on the kitchen chairs. But watch from afar. And Biscuits just acted like he owned the house and didn't care and wandered wherever he wanted to. Then it got to the point where I think Zipper was tired of just sitting. And I'm like, man up, boy. This is your house. You know, so he finally, oh, and then I did buy some of the calming spray also. Trying to do all the calming things and the treats. Zipper would eat the treat once, and then after that he's like, screw it, I'm not eating those again. And then this would be the same way. I'm like, you damn cats are too smart for this shit. I don't understand how they get people to take, or get animals to take this stuff. So hiding it in food and everything didn't work. After the first attempt, it didn't work. So I did go online, but they started acting better anyway. They finally like, I don't know, maybe the calming spray helped a little bit, more for Zipper to not be so stressed. And then finally, there'd be a time he'd come over and he'd tippy toe, and I should have got it on video, him tippy toeing Zipper. It was so cute. It's like, it was like a cartoon, like walking as quiet as he could across the floor so Biscuits didn't see him over in the corner, and he'd jump up on the couch with me and lay down. Or he'd lay with Chris. And I'm like, oh, it just cracked me up. But, and I tell him, like, you say anything, your brother's gonna find you, so don't say anything, you know. But Biscuits is just like, what's going on? My brother's here, I want to play, you know. So anyway, but it got better, and it took about another week, and I just kept putting them in the same room. I don't care. They're in the kitchen with me. They're in the living room. The thing that gets them the most is food. So food makes them both very happy. And so I knew, Zipper knows, when I get home every day at work, from work, he would get fed, right? And Biscuits knew. Anytime we'd come to the camper, at that time, he'd get fed. Or when I come home here, he would start to get on the schedule. We just had to get him on the same schedule. And so that was my thing. That's when I could put calming stuff in their stuff if I needed to or whatever. But then I started putting their food, like Zipper would always eat on the counter. So I'd give him his food, and I'd put, and Biscuits was a good boy. He just sat on the floor and just waited and looked at me, and I'd give him his food and put it on the floor, and then he'd eat, Zipper would eat, and then they'd take off and they'd just hang out. You know, they are just now getting closer together. The other day I picked up Biscuits because he's so damn cute. And I picked him up and was kissing on him, and Zipper was like sitting right here, and they looked at each other and they got real close, like their noses. I leaned in. They didn't smack each other, they didn't hiss, they didn't growl, they didn't do anything. They just sniffed each other's noses, and that was it. And I'm like, all right. So then I put Biscuits back down, and he took off playing. And now they have chased each other a lot. But I will tell you, Zipper has chased Biscuits also. So it's not Biscuits. So it's like now they're starting to play, but if Zipper wants to stop, that's when he gets a little pissy. Like, I'm done. But the one real thing that I think brought them together, and I thought was so cute, and I don't know if it really did or not. But anyway, I was cleaning my craft room, and it was a room that neither of them really have been in a while. Like, Zipper's been in there because my office is in there, so I'll print tags and stuff like that in there. But Biscuits really didn't have a reason to go in there since he had been here. So I went in there, and it was a disaster. And so I started cleaning it, and they're both in there like, what's Mom doing? And they're in there together. It's just like a small bedroom that we turned into an office craft room. And they were in there with me. One would lay on the table, and I think I got video or pictures of that too, so that'll be coming up. And one would lay on the floor, and then they'd chase each other really quick through the house and come back, and they'd come right back. And Zipper would be pulling out pom-poms because he loves my craft pom-poms and my what are those sticks, whatever they're called, anyway. And so pipe cleaners, and they'd play, but not with each other, but very near each other in this small space. So that made me happy, and I thought, okay, we're doing good, we did good. So now it comes to now. They are good. I don't even know where the hell I don't even know where they're at, to be honest with you. I don't know. So Biscuits a lot of times will go downstairs. So they're not shut off from each other anymore. They stay in the house. All the doors are open. It's all game. Go for it. And it's fine. And I think for a while there, Chris and I were causing them more stress than, because we were stressed thinking they were going to hurt each other. So we interfered with them. And I think it made it worse. So then I said to Chris, I'm like, we just need to step back. We just need to watch and step back, but not say, hey, or anything like that. You know what I mean? There's times I'd go to Biscuits and pick him up, carry him away. I'm like, we're going to remove you from the situation, young man, and move him. But now he's learning, like Zipper knows commands, and he knows, like, if I say, he'll stop. And he'll stop and back up or whatever. Biscuits doesn't know any of that, so he's learning. So now, like today, he came at Zipper, and he was coming at his brother because he wanted to play, and he's going to have way more energy, you know, so he's running around playing. running like a maniac through the whole house. And he comes running through, slides onto the floor, sees Zipper, and he's ready to get him. And I looked at him and I said, and he stopped and he backed up and then he walked away. And I said, good boy, there you go. That's what you do. Don't attack your brother. So we're doing good. Like, I think we're doing good. We're fine. And Zipper's happy again. He's been playing fetch even more than he used to. He kind of didn't play fetch for a long time, and now every morning him and I play fetch together in the morning while I'm printing tags in the office. Probably because the craft room is clean now and he can walk through. But anyway, I don't know. But anyway, he plays fetch with the little pom-poms. And if I have video of that, I'll put that in there so you can see that. It's so cute. But you know how it is. When you try to video an animal, they're doing great, and then you go to video them, and then they're not as cute as they were like 5 minutes before then, you know? And so, yeah, I think I'm very, it's great, actually. It's really good. Biscuits, I think right now is downstairs. He keeps going downstairs to sleep to get away from us a little bit. But then I go down, and he's so damn cute that I have to, like, kiss all over him and snuggle with him. And then, Zipper might be on the couch. I'm not sure where he's at. But Zipper's still, he's back to his normal self where he is usually my shadow. He's usually wherever I am, especially when I'm doing things. So, he's always by me. And Biscuits is so quiet. So every once in a while I'll be doing something and he's just right there. I'm like, oh, where the hell did you come from? You know what I mean? Like, he's just so quiet. And, he used to sleep with us in the camper. He slept with us all the time. Like, he'd trade off between Chris's side or my side or whatever. Now, the only time he ever slept with me is when I locked him in the room with me and made him. And he'd be at the end of the bed. So now he's just, I feel like he's just really happy here and that he's got so much to do. There's just so many places to go. He has not tried to get outside. I do open the windows for him a lot. And I do that for Zipper also. Like, I'll open the window in the morning just a crack if it's really cold or something, you know, so he can sniff outside. And the garage. So I let him in the garage. And I really feel Biscuits thinks it's like outside. So he goes out into the garage, he wanders around, he'll come back in, he'll go back out. It's making him happy, so I don't care because I'm not letting him outside. So yeah, they've been good. That was my biggest fear. I didn't want him to get out the door and run because we're on a corner lot and I didn't want him to run into the road or something like that. And I'm thinking, geez, we save you, we bring you home, we love you, and then you take off. I didn't want that to happen. So, but he hasn't even tried. He'll sit in the window and watch us come and go and just look at us like whatever, you know. So it's been very good. Other than that, yeah, he plays, and I think it's getting Zipper to play more again because there's this toy called the babysitter, and I think I got video of that too, so I'll put that in. And, well, I call it the babysitter. It's the cloth toy with a feather underneath it that goes around, and it's on, like, battery operated. And it's Zipper's toy. Like, our aunt got it for him. And he plays with it from time to time, but Biscuits loves it. So the other day I turned it on, and Biscuits started to run over, and he's just watching it from afar, and Zipper came out of nowhere and started playing with it again. And I thought, oh. So I think it's helping. I think it's stimulating him. I think having another partner in crime in this house is doing good for him. And, you know, every once in a while, I mean, they have their days. They have their moments. I shouldn't say their days. They have their moments a lot of times in the morning or something. But now Zipper, again, in the beginning, he normally, the whole time with Zipper, he would wake me up before the alarm in the morning to get his food. He'd come up, he'd stand on me, he'd yell at me, he'd whatever, bitch at me to get up to get him his food. And now, so for that 2 weeks, he didn't do that because obviously Biscuits was in the room with me, or once I started opening the door, he didn't come upstairs because he was a little probably worried if Biscuits was up there. And now he's back to normal. He comes upstairs. He's nicer. He's a little nicer to me now. I think he's appreciating his mom. I hope so. And will wake me up, but then of course once he meows, Biscuits is right there because it's like, hey brother. So then they're both in the room with me to get me up, and so it's working really well. They were both on the bed the other day together. Zipper ended up hissing at him, but they're fine. They got down, ran through the house, and then one went to one window and one went to the other window, and they were fine. So, you know, it takes time. Not everyone always loves each other right away, and I think they're enjoying each other. I think Biscuits sees Zipper as not necessarily a toy, but like, let's play. I want to play, because he wants to play. And he will play with anything. He took one of my little cups the other day. It's like for cottage cheese, whatever, a little Tupperware cup thing. It fell on the floor and it was gone. It was like a hockey puck throughout this whole house. What the hell? So, and Zipper is actually, I think, starting to enjoy it. Like, he'll have his moments where he's just like watching, like, don't bother me, just don't bother me. Which I totally understand. I'm the same way. It's probably why Zipper and I argue a lot. And then there's other times where he is chasing Biscuits through the house, like all over the house. And I'm thinking, you guys are gonna break a freaking arm or something around here, like break a leg or something, because you're running and you, like, the last 3 steps you don't even use and you just slide into the living room. So, it's a zoo, but I wouldn't change it for the world, and I'm pretty sure Chris wouldn't either, because he's loving it. And he comes home, he's like, where are my boys? And he's so excited to see them, and has to love on both of them, you know. And Zipper's actually letting us love on him a little bit more now. Maybe he thought we were gonna cut him loose. Maybe he's appreciating us now. I don't know. Anyway, so also we did get, I skipped over this part, Biscuits fixed. We did get him neutered, and that actually went really well. We did get a different cat carrier for him though, and we got a cloth size one, and he was so funny in it because he went in it really easily, and he did the car ride perfectly. He sat in the back seat with me. We took him, dropped him off. He had to spend the night there, and then we got him in the afternoon the next day. And so we went to pick him up, and the girl there, she's like, he's a big boy. And she goes, and he gives the best hugs. I'm like, I know, doesn't he? And she's like, he's so sweet. I'm like, he is just so sweet. I'm like, honestly, he didn't bite her nose. Because he likes to, if I kiss him too much, but I like the interaction. I don't mind being scratched and stuff. I don't know, I'm a true cat mom, I don't care. And I like the fun part of cats, you know. And so if I kiss him too much, he'll just look at me and his eyes get real big, and then he'll just bite my nose. Not to hurt me, just to bite, like, stop, Mom. Get out of my face and put me down. So, and it cracks me up. But anyway, so he did great, and we put him back in the carrier, and we had him in the car. Well, we're driving home, and it's, like I said, it's 40 minutes, right? And I think he was over it, and he wanted out of the cat carrier, and he kept rolling around. He was doing somersaults, literally doing somersaults in this carrier. Like, rolled, his butt would go over his head, and he'd roll back down, and then he'd take his back feet and kick the side of it. And it was a cloth one now, and so he liked it a lot better. He could see outside of every part of it. I'm like, what in the hell are you doing in there? So I almost let him out, and Chris is like, no, let's not. Just keep a minute. We're almost home. So finally I get home, and we let him out, and he walks right out, shakes his fur, and then went right to the bathroom. So I think he had to go potty, but he didn't know how to tell us. But he was a good boy, and he didn't go in the car, and he didn't go in his carrier. He was just like, let me out, I gotta go. So it was so cute. It's not like you could tell a pet, right? Go potty before we leave. So it was so cute. So I think that's it. I don't know if you have any other questions or anything, but that is Biscuit's journey. We got him on, well, he came to us July 29th. And yeah, so now it's Thanksgiving, and I wouldn't change anything for the world. He is so much fun, and if he comes up here, I'll get another video. I think he's downstairs sleeping right now, and they have their moments, but other than that, Zipper's fine. He's holding his own, and there's been no blood. A couple times there's a little bit of fur. But that was on Zipper's part getting Biscuits, which I was proud of him of, because I wanted him to stand his ground, because he's like half his size. So I wanted him to stand his ground and know that this is your home. And I'm sorry I'm bringing him in, but I think it'll be fine, but this is your home. And so he has. There's been times he's smacked him a couple times. They do a little roll around once in a while, but then they get running, and then I can only wait for the days that they lay together. because we used to, our other two cats we had when we got Zipper, they were older. So I did the same thing, I guess. I mean, Zipper was really young. He was 7 months old, I think, when we got him, 6, 7 months old. And the boys were 12. But they were gentle. They're gentle giants. And they didn't want anything to do with him in the beginning, but he just kept insistent and wanted to play with them. And he would like jump on them and bite them and roll and everything else. And I have pictures of Zipper with Puppy and Little Boy that was their names, and they were brothers. And just touching. They'd touch each other's paws and just lay there together in pictures and stuff. I'm like, so if they can do it, Zipper can remember back to when he was young, coming into a house with 2 cats, right? He can do this. So we're good. We're a good family. So the Connellys are a Connelly family of 4 now, and we are very blessed, very thankful. And I thought this would be the perfect day to release Biscuit's story. So hopefully you enjoyed. I'm sorry I talked a lot, but you know, I love my boys. Oh God, I just realized I'm the only girl in this household. It's okay. It's okay now. It's fine. Okay. So anyway, hopefully you liked this video. Like it, give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe. You'll see more videos of Biscuits and Zipper, and sometimes I do the little shorts of them. There are some shorts I've done of Biscuits at the camper and stuff, and people really like them. When there's some funny ones, but anyway. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Leave some comments down below and say, hey, welcome to the family, Biscuits. So cheers. I wanted to hold on. There's our big boy. He just woke up. He's been downstairs. I think that. You want to say hi? Say hi, my name is Biscuits Connelly. Yes, I am. And I am tired because I just woke up. Aww. Sorry. Oh, you're so cute. I just love you. Now you got lip gloss all over your face. It's okay. His little tail is hitting me, so he's probably not happy right now. His mom has that effect on her children. Yeah, I love you. Oh, we're so cute. All right, we're going to let him go now, because I don't want him mad at me. To share. Stop. Oh, look. Isn't he cute? I know. They cut his nails at the vet, so it doesn't hurt anymore. But it will eventually. Okay, I gotta let him go.